What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're doing something fun. Tearing down the 302.
We've no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Alright, everybody. So, I know I've been gone a while. I'll have a whole video on that maybe later. I don't know. I really don't think the explanation needs to be made for 2020 and why I've been gone. But I've been up to some crazy shit recently. I've recently procured a new race motor. This is my new 302 small block Ford motor for the hopefully coming race season. I have, as you can tell, a whole bunch of work to do on this thing, but this thing hopefully is going to breathe new life into the red race Miata. Also, this Miata's done. Another video later. But we have the red race Miata. I have the drivetrain, transmission hidden back there. I'll go over that in a separate video as well. But today we are going to begin the teardown of this Johnny, and we're going to see if I got ripped off. First things first, I do have to get the oil drained, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to flip it over and get some parts, or get this whole teardown started, because there's still oil in the pan, and I found out the hard way how much was in there because it went all over the back of my truck, and I don't know how much more is left. So we're going to get it all out, and then we're going to get into this. Alright, so oil's drained out now. It's still dripping, but it looks good. My oil pan looks like crap because of the 302 I got from Sam. That was really bad, so I have to just ignore that. But the oil itself looks fairly healthy. It's old, but it looks healthy. No shine, no metal flake. I haven't seen any big hunks of metal fall out yet, which is great. So I'm very optimistic about this engine. So next part, we're going to go ahead. We're going to pull all of the hydraulic roller rocker lifters out of the top. I'm going to bag and tag these. I may put some oil in the bag too, just to make sure these stay healthy, because these are hydraulic. So, and I know how much of hydraulic lifters are a pain in the ass. Alright, so we got them all out. A couple of them were a bit of a pain, but again, motor's been sitting forever, so can be expected. You can use like a pair of pliers, just be very, very gentle. Like, these did not come out with all that much force required, so I didn't need to like grip it and rip it. But you don't want to mar them, especially if you're going to reuse them. I'm luckily, like I said, I have a bunch of sets of them. I don't know if how many are good in those sets. I may have to replace them with something else anyway, but if you're going to reuse them, be careful. You can mar the shit out of them. If you mar the shit out of them, they're not good. They're useless at that point. Alright, so got the oil out. I actually had to flip the motor over because this is a rear sump pan on this one. So there's actually a secondary bolt here. This one's just as big a pain in the ass as the one in the back, so I just flipped it because I'm missing the timing cover. Got oil all over the face of the engine. We'll clean that up later. This cam now. We're going to check it, make sure the lobes look good, make sure nothing's scored, marked, burned, anything like that. Also, this goes without saying, don't drop the cam. There we go. Your in-block cam. Not bad. This is a great start. So we are kind of getting into the bulk of the motor now, and everything here looks great. I mean, minus the rust spots, nothing too concerning, which is great. Now for the real fun part. We're gonna flip the motor over, take off the oil pan. We're gonna see if there's anything bad, if there's any hunks of metal or anything terribly concerning. It's probably the most nerve-wracking part of this is knowing if you just bought a boat anchor or an actual usable block. So let's see. Let's see what we're working with. There's one concerning thing in there, and that is all that white stuff. So that usually a sign of water mixing with the oil, but I don't see any other signs of corrosion or anything else that would make me any more nervous than it would be if I had found it in a motor that had sat outside for God knows how long. You know who you are, Sam. Again, nothing too terribly concerning that I see here yet. Everything looks great. It's super greasy, so we're going to start pulling this off, and my hands are going to go from, well, clean to nasty really fast. Alright, so some frustrating things you can run into when doing stuff like this is things like connecting rod caps not wanting to come off. So, but you saw the first two were painted. This has got like no play. Alright, so just got done. It's been a couple hours. Sam showed up, finally.
I was here when it was daytime.
Yeah, he's been here a couple hours. We've just been sitting here bullshitting. There's Jerry. And I managed to get the rest of the motor tore down. I had Sam look at a couple of parts. Everything looks great. We do need to do cam bearings though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Because you probably can't see it, but there's one of the cam bearings all the way back, like on the back of the block here, has some scoring in it, so it's no good. So we're gonna send the block off. It's gonna get steamed, bearings replaced. What else? Bore check.
Yeah, you can. There's a Magnaflux thing you can do.
We're gonna send it to machine shop, have it looked over, make sure everything looks good, clean it out because it is a greasy, oily, nasty mess. Hence why the floor looks like this, and the bench looks like this, and I look like this, and Sam looks like that all the time. But yeah, so we're gonna send it off to the machine shop next, and when we get it back finally, which is probably gonna be about a week from now before I can get it to them, and however long it takes, God knows right now, and then we can actually start back up on this process because this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything else does look good. One thing I will say, crank's in great shape. Pistons are gonna have to be replaced according to someone.
I think you should.
Just do it. Everything else is looking good. So we're gonna probably replace most of this part of the rotating assembly. This is most likely gonna stay unless I find someone who makes a flat plane crank, which I don't think they do.
They might.
Who knows? Maybe.
Kind of weird.
That's pretty much going to do it for tonight. There's not much more we can do on the motor. I'll go over some more stuff when I get it back from the machine shop. Kind of see what they find and give us an idea of where we can go from here. Because if it is bored out, or if it's not bored out, we have no idea. I have no idea what we're looking at, like parts-wise yet. So I have to send it to them first to get an idea. So hopefully it's all stock. To my knowledge, it's an all-stock block. So we'll see. Aside from that, see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Enjoy life.